You can drink plenty of water every day and still feel tired, heavy, and out of rhythm. The reason isn't willpower, it's what's happening inside your cells. Every morning, nature awakens without struggle. Water flows, light rises, life renews itself, finding its rhythm with an effortless grace. And yet for many of us, mornings feel heavy. We wake up already feeling behind, wrestling with low energy, stubborn weight that doesn't seem to respond to our efforts, and a body that feels fundamentally out of rhythm with itself. It's a quiet, persistent friction that can color the entire day. Many of us make sincere, loving efforts to find that flow again. We eat mindfully, choosing nourishing foods. We move our bodies, seeking strength and release. We hydrate, drinking glass after glass of water. Yet the body still holds on. The energy remains elusive. The feeling of lightness feels just out of reach. This isn't because we failed, or because our efforts are in vain. It's often because something deeper, something at a cellular level, may be asking for our gentle attention. In nature, growth doesn't come from force. It comes from balance. It comes from creating the right conditions for life to flourish. If this deeper whole-body perspective resonates with you, there's a calm, expert explanation linked below that explores it step by step. You're welcome to visit at any time. When water reaches the roots of a plant, life responds naturally. It doesn't need to be commanded. It simply needs to be nourished. Our bodies, in their profound wisdom, follow these same fundamental laws. Modern research is helping us understand that metabolism is not only about the food we eat or the way we move, it's also deeply connected to how water moves inside our bodies, and more specifically, how it gets inside our cells. This is the world of cellular hydration. Think of your body as having two major oceans of water: the water outside your cells, called extracellular fluid, and the water inside your cells, the intracellular fluid. For our cells to function optimally, to produce energy, to communicate, to cleanse themselves, they need to be properly hydrated from the inside. You can drink plenty of water, gallons even, and still experience a state of cellular imbalance. This is a concept sometimes called mishydration, a condition where water is abundant outside the cells but doesn't efficiently reach where it's needed most, inside. The gateways for water to enter our cells are specialized protein channels called aquaporins. As pioneering research from scientists like Dr. Peter Agri showed, these channels are crucial. When they aren't functioning optimally, water can struggle to cross the cell membrane, leaving the cell thirsty even when the body is technically hydrated. This internal hydration is profoundly linked to our energy. If this deeper, whole-body perspective resonates with you, there's a calm, expert explanation linked below that explores it step by step. You're welcome to visit at any time. Inside nearly every cell are mitochondria, the tiny powerhouses responsible for creating ATP, the body's energy currency. For mitochondria to work efficiently, they require a very specific, well-hydrated environment. Landmark research has shown that cell volume, which is regulated by water, acts as a metabolic signal. When a cell is properly hydrated, it's a signal for anabolism, or building up. When it's dehydrated, it signals catabolism, or breaking down. A state of low cellular hydration can therefore slow down the very machinery of energy production, leaving us feeling tired and sluggish no matter how much we rest. If this deeper, whole-body perspective resonates with you, there's a calm, expert explanation linked below that explores it step by step. You're welcome to visit at any time. This principle of readiness extends to how our bodies manage energy stores. Scientists studying a special type of fat called brown adipose tissue, or BAT, have made fascinating observations. Unlike typical white fat that stores energy, BAT is metabolically active. Its job is to burn energy to create heat, a process called thermogenesis. Studies have shown that the cells within this energy-active fat respond more readily to energy demands when they are well supported and hydrated. This suggests that creating a state of cellular readiness, not forcing the body through extreme measures, is key to unlocking its natural metabolic potential. It's about cooperation, not command. If this deeper whole-body perspective resonates with you, there's a calm, expert explanation linked below that explores it step by step. You're welcome to visit it anytime. The story of hydration goes even beyond the cell. into the very fabric of our bodies, the connective tissue, or fascia. This web-like matrix surrounds every muscle, organ, and cell. A key component of this tissue is a molecule called hyaluronin, which acts like a sponge, binding and organizing water. When this matrix is well hydrated, it creates a slick, gliding surface, allowing muscles to move freely and efficiently. When it's dehydrated, the tissue can become sticky and restricted, which some people experience as stiffness, discomfort, and a feeling of being stuck. Supporting this system may contribute to a sense of physical ease and flow. The connection between hydration and how we feel is not just theoretical. A growing body of clinical and observational data suggests a strong link. For example, studies published in journals like the Journal of Nutrition and the British Journal of Nutrition have found that even mild dehydration can impact cognitive function, mood, and concentration. Furthermore, some research points to a connection between hydration status and appetite regulation. When the body's hydration signals are unclear, they can sometimes be misinterpreted as hunger, potentially leading to increased calorie intake. By ensuring adequate hydration, we may better support our body's ability to distinguish between thirst and hunger, which can be a gentle, powerful tool for finding balance. If this deeper, whole-body perspective resonates with you, there's a calm, expert explanation linked below that explores it step by step. You're welcome to visit it anytime, but getting water inside the cells isn't just about the water itself. It's about balance, particularly the balance of electrolytes. Key minerals like sodium, potassium, and magnesium act like guides, directing water where to go. Sodium primarily helps maintain the fluid balance outside our cells, while potassium is crucial for holding water inside our cells. Magnesium plays a role in over 300 bodily processes, including energy production and supporting the function of the cellular membrane. An imbalance, too much sodium without enough potassium, for instance, can disrupt this delicate osmotic pressure, making it harder for water to enter the cells. This is why true hydration is about the entire system, not just one component. So how can we gently support this process? It begins with awareness. It's not about forcing down huge amounts of water at once, which can flush out electrolytes. Instead, it's about consistent, mindful sipping throughout the day. Consider timing your hydration around your body's needs. A little more on days you're active and sweating, paying attention to the first signals of thirst, and perhaps starting and ending your day with a glass of water to replenish what's lost during sleep. Listening to your body's unique circadian and temperature cues is more important than following a rigid rule. It's a practice of tuning in. When hydration and metabolism are gently supported at this foundational level, many people describe a cascade of subtle but profound shifts. They report steadier, more consistent energy throughout the day, a noticeable reduction in persistent cravings, lighter, more comfortable digestion, a lessening of that feeling of heaviness or puffiness, and most importantly, a sense of inner rhythm returning. Some say, "I feel more in tune with my body." Others share, "I'm no longer fighting myself." These are not guarantees. They are personal, heartfelt reflections of what it feels like when balance is rediscovered. It's important to be clear about what the science shows. Much of the evidence is based on correlations, strong associations between hydration status and metabolic health. While promising, this doesn't always prove direct causation. However, the mechanistic data on how water functions within the cell is robust. The takeaway is not a promise of a quick fix, but an invitation to support a fundamental biological relationship. Just as water slowly and gently restores a dry landscape, creating the conditions for life to return, balanced cellular hydration may help restore metabolic harmony, slowly, gently, and naturally. Along the way, some people notice other welcome changes: clearer thinking, a calmer mood, and improved physical comfort. This isn't because a problem was aggressively fixed, but because the body, once given the foundational support it needs, can better regulate and heal itself. Force creates resistance. Flow creates cooperation. The body responds best when it feels supported, safe, and nourished, not pressured or stressed. Of course, this information is for educational purposes and is not medical advice. Individual results will always vary because healing and balance unfold uniquely for each person. If you have a medical condition or are taking medications, it is always best to consult with your healthcare professional. True, holistic support is a beautiful tapestry woven from many threads. Hydration awareness, nourishing food, joyful movement, restorative rest, and most importantly, a deep and abiding compassion for yourself and your journey. If you feel drawn to explore this gentle science of the hydration-metabolism connection more deeply, there's a calm, expert presentation waiting for you. It explains the step-by-step process in greater detail and is linked below this video. You're welcome to explore at any time. Take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. Move at your own pace. Your body is wise, and with the right support, it knows the way.